Good morning. So it's Thursday morning here. Yesterday was dedicated exclusively to cleaning grain. I was hoping to get the barley done. I didn't get it done. So it'll be probably all day today again. And I'm trying to focus on that because that's mostly what we had to clean, right? We cleaned about, once we're done, we'll have cleaned about 5,000 bushels worth of barley. We cleaned it real heavy because we don't have all the other cleaning tools. You know, we don't have indents and we don't have color sorters and we don't have all sorts of other things. So we just, you know, put in a little bigger screen, turn our aspirator up a little higher and run it a little slower, and you can get a pretty good job done as well. So it does take a little longer though. But once I get the bin that I'm working on empty, the rough bin, that'll be enough seed barley for us. And we'll switch over to the wheat. Got a new phone yesterday, pretty excited about that. But I'm gonna grab the tractor here now. I'm gonna head up. That's the nice thing about the way I left this cleaning thing set up. I don't have to start any trucks. I only actually have to start this tractor, which was in the shop overnight, because it's about minus 13 right now. That's not tremendously cold, but all our machines have 1540 oil in them, even, you know. So if they're not plugged in or they're not warm, it's just a little tougher on everything. So this being the only thing that I have to start with an engine, and it's in the shop warm, I'll fire it up running, plug the hydraulics into it, and then I can get cleaning while I wait for everything else to warm up, and then I'll go ahead and unload everything. So off we go. So I'm just venturing back here now. I ran up to another quarter we had in the fall last year. We sprayed on some liquid wild oat control chemical, and that stuff you spray it on and you're supposed to kill it in a little bit within 24 hours of spraying it on. So I did 3 fields, 2 of which my dad was, he put nitrogen down anyways behind me, so that got tilled in that way. And then that 3rd field though, it started raining and snowing and the weather got real miserable before, and we knew we weren't going to have enough time to put the nitrogen down. So my wife grabbed, we have an old set of these flexi-coil Harrow packers. They're actually kind of junk, but believe it or not, they do not that bad of a job. And I think it'll work good for just incorporating that chemical into the soil, because she had already dissed that field. So it was dissed right black, and then I sprayed it, and then she ran over it with these Harrow packer, whatever you want to call them. But we haven't used these in years, like, so they've been kind of sitting up on the fence line, and I greased everything up before she went out, but all these coil packers are on a ball hitch, and the balls are kind of wearing out. The hitches needed adjustment, and you know, it was, I did grease it, but it might be a little dry or whatever. So she phoned and she said, oh, one fell off. And I said, you know what, don't worry about it. It's not the coil packer action that we want. We want it to, we just want the diamond harrows to stir the dirt up a little bit. So don't worry about it. So she come back later. She said, yeah, the field's done. I didn't know, but she had lost 5 of them throughout the field. So while everything in the yard was, you know, warming up, I had everything plugged in this morning, and then got the backhoe boosting that one tractor. I thought, well, I'll just run up there right now and drive around the field and grab it. I found 3 that I could get. One is frozen into the ground. She lost that right in the wet spot, of course. So it sunk into the dirt, and then it got minus 40. So it's basically gonna stay there now till it warms up. But I'm back in the yard now, gonna drop these off and then see if I can get my tractor going so I can get my seed unloaded and get back cleaning seed. So it's Saturday morning. I'm headed off to grab some oats. I was trying to fill the water tubs yesterday, but I had the wrong tractor. The forks were too short, so it just broke. That's where it sits. Dad was busy all day yesterday finishing up that barley. didn't get it quite done. Truck filled up, so once I'm running over to the neighbors to get some oats. He's got another part load, so I'll just go pick that up. Just going to unhook the back trailer. This time of year it's so icy that even with really good tires, you don't move around with a set of Super Bs. It's just really difficult. You pretty much have to put chains on, and I don't really want to do that. And it's not actually because I'm lazy, it's because nobody ever wants to put chains on. I don't believe you'll ever find a person that drives a truck that's like, oh yeah, chaining up is the best. So I'm just gonna unhook that back trailer because it's only a part load anyways, and then you get quite a bit better response with the old truck. Good afternoon. I ran over to the neighbors this morning. I picked up my load of oats. Then I just ran to the seed plant just to get a weight. Back here now, cleaner's running. Dad's had it going. There's probably, I don't know, maybe 150 bushels left in the cleaner to clean. And then we'll be done our barley. That will be, we cleaned just over 5,000 bushels. So then raises the question too, you know, why take the time to clean the grain yourself? For a lot of years we didn't. Once we got our Super B and the trucking became basically not a problem at all, we just, Dad and I were both working out, so we, you know, when we got home, we would just load the Super Bs up, take them over to the plant, and get them cleaned. So I asked the cleaner today when I was over there, what does it cost to clean grain? So they charge 75 cents per bushel. We figure our cleaner, the way it's set up right now, is probably getting about 80 bushels an hour through it. So it's a small machine, but that's 60 bucks an hour. Easily pays the wages now that we're both here and both not working out. And because we have the machine and it was all set up anyways from, you know, like 20 years ago, you may as well use it, right? I mean, who's gonna pass up 60 bucks an hour? A lot of it we got set up that, you know, it doesn't require full attention. You can walk away from it for half an hour or whatever. So it's not that big of an impact. We're not doing too much around the farm right now. It's starting to get pretty muddy, pretty wet, pretty sloppy. All right, so it's been a pretty long day. I was all over the place. I was digging out some culverts here, and I was actually up. Those steers, they did come down finally, and they just went to town on that molasses tub. So I think that is probably a pretty good thing to do. So I will probably continue with the molasses as opposed to getting lick tubs and all the other minerals and stuff like that. I'll use the 32% molasses instead of the lick tubs. So that's it for me tonight. As always, thanks for watching, and we will see you all on the next one.